This is Black Views, bringing you the black news. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Boy, brothers and sisters, do I have a topic for you today? And basically, I'm going to read you a report published by The Week. U.S. government considering payments to migrants affected by Trump's zero tolerance policy. Okay? And as you can see up here, you can look up there and you can see the same article I'm about to read you. Facing several lawsuits filed on behalf of migrant parents and children who were separated at the southern border during the Trump administration, the Biden administration is in discussion to offer families up to $450 per person in compensation. Several people familiar with the matter told Wall Street Journal. So this came from Wall Street Journal. This is not something that I made up. This is something that's in the news, okay? All right. Psychologists say former President Donald Trump family separation policy, they call it family separation policy. It wasn't called family separation policy. I guess it was just a policy he had. But as you can see, they want to lay this out and make this real good for your immigrants to be able to get this money. Let me continue to read. Under the policy, minors were separated from their parents after crossing into the United States to seek asylum. Citing government data, the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, which is representing some of the families suing the U.S., said 5,500 kids were separated. There was no way of tracking the parents, and some children have yet to be united with their families. The lawsuits that have been filed allegedly that children were kept in inadequate housing, with some living in freezing cold rooms and others getting heat exhaustion. And many are dealing with mental health issues like anxiety and fear of strangers stemming from the separation of their parents. The ACLU Lee Gallant, that's the name of the one of the lead attorneys with the case, and you should see his picture up here right now. Okay? The lead negotiator in one of the lawsuits told the Journal that President Biden has agreed that the family separation policy is a historic moral stain on our nation that must be fully remedied. That remedy must include not only meaningful monetary compensation, but a pathway to remain in the country. Brothers and sisters, I have just read to you the article. Pretty much that was pushed by the Wall Street Journal, came out. This is what the ACLU is doing. Okay? The ACLU, all right? These people never had anything to do for black people. Okay? Now, I sat here and I read to you all the symptoms, okay? What did he say? Biden agreed that the family separation policy is a historic moral stain. What about slavery? What about Jim Crow? What about Red Line District? What about all the things that black people have gone through and are continuing to go through? What about reparations for them? Now, keep in mind, per person, $450,000 per person. So if there's a family of 4, that's almost $2 million. $2 million, brother and sisters. Now ask yourself, how many people in your family have been traumatized by the streets, have been traumatized by what has happened to our ancestors that have been passed down to us? And guess what? There's been no ACLU to come up with these broad ideas that we should go ahead and pay the black people for all their suffering and all their mental torture that they've been through. Are you insane? This is another example of the Biden administration that has turned its back on black people. Remember, this man sat up there and said, you're my rock. You have my back. The African American, and I got yours. But yet, you got people that's busting in the country illegally. Shouldn't even be coming down Old Country Road at all. Shouldn't have their ass up in none of these bushes or streets or dirt roads or none of that shit. And they're traumatized. They have been traumatized by their venture here, their journey here. Because Trump decided to close the borders or do whatever he had to do. There are countries out there that won't let you in their country, man. Okay, and they're not giving out no reparations to people that feel any kind of way about it. And once again, this is a slap in the face. Okay, this is a slap in the face to all the black people that have had hardship in America from our ancestors to now. And let me tell you what else that's even worse. There's no black politician saying anything. None of these people that you voted for. No Democrat, no Republican, no one. I mean, well, the Republicans are saying they don't like this. Okay, I will admit that because they'll go against anything that the Democrats say, and vice versa. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world of shit. I'm just gonna tell you off the bat, we live in a world of shit where we have a president and we have a government that basically will pay $500,000 per person. Can you just imagine? You live in the hood, wherever you live. Can you just imagine what you can do with $450,000? And guess what? I know for a fact if you're black, you got some traumatization. I know for a fact if you grew up in a black home, there's some traumatization. And the further you go back, the worse it gets because the system was worse. It's just as bad now. But the point I'm trying to make is, can you just imagine what little black people can do, little black boys and girls, families, members can do with $450,000, bro? This is just astonishing to me that this is a conversation that's being had. Okay? When it comes to reparation, we sat up here and we talked about reparations. These motherfuckers got to study something. They got to sit down and count the numbers and form a committee to think about what's right and what's wrong. But these people just came over the border, 2 weeks ago? Not even a year ago? These people came over the border and they're seeking reparations. They are seeking reparations. They have attorneys, free attorneys, seeking reparation. Now you tell me if this isn't some type of fucking game that's being played on black people alone. Okay? All you gotta do is get to the border and now you get reparations. But black people, Negroes in America have been here. We are the indigenous people once again. Our land has been stolen. But even if you don't want to fucking believe that, you can just look at your history. Look at your history books. Look at all the documentation, all the material that shows you what black people have gone through. Not only that, continues to show you on a day-to-day basis in the news, black people getting lynched. This is traumatizing to us. Okay? Very traumatizing. We have a system, we have a white supremacy system that doesn't have a problem with disrespecting black people and saying whatever they want to say, forming the narrative. Okay, in music videos, whatever, anything. Where's our reparations? But you found a way to give our tax money, because black people pay taxes. They found a way to give our tax money to people who don't belong in this country. And once again, I'm not bashing. I'm not hating, but the point is, this is my country. For 3 to 4, since the beginning, this is my country. We're not from Africa. We're from here. Africans don't even like us. You can't even go down in there and find a motherfucker that's like us down in Africa. So we're not Africans. We're from here. Where is our reparations for the wrongdoing that has been done to Negroes in America? You don't have to call yourself black. I don't care what you call yourself. But if your family served slavery in this country, where's your... You should be downright upset. You should be mad as fuck about this, man. Because this is what's happening. Basically what's happening is, by everyone getting $450,000 in reparation, they will already automatically put them over you. They're automatically over you that's been here all your life and you got less than $1,000 in your account. Oh, black people be faking. Black people be faking. They ain't got no fucking money, man. It wasn't structured that way for you to have money. So we know you don't have no money. Black people out here scamming. Black people out here selling drugs. Black people out here swinging on poles. Black people out here doing all manners of ungodliness for money. And these people get here and they're going to get $450,000. They could buy a house, they could buy a car, they could buy all the essential things that they need and still have money in the bank. Meanwhile, Negroes in the street killing and shooting. If every African American had $450,000, I seriously doubt they'd be shooting in the streets. There will be peace in the black streets of America. Poverty is what's gotten us to this point where mothers are not paying attention to their kids. They're working 2 jobs. The kids are being raised by the streets. The fathers are not in the homes because the same mothers that's complaining about the fathers are creating them. It's a cycle. Wow, $450,000. That would really help these single moms out here. That would really help these dads out here that's been traumatized in the streets from being shot in the back or seeing their loved ones being shot in the back. And all day and night on the news, we being victimized. Talking about we attacking Asians. We attacking everybody. Everybody got a rule. Everybody got a law. Everybody got a bill. And everybody's getting a check. Everybody's getting a check. Except for you, black man. Your HBCUs are riddled with immigrants. You get nothing. I'd be upset, and I am upset. You know, and I try to think to myself, what is wrong with this man Biden? He literally spitting in Negroes' faces. Literally. And then you so-called have a black, a.k.a. vice president, who says nothing. Went to the HBCU, got online, did the AKA me fi me shit, because that's what this is, me fi me, worrying about me and just me only, because she got the job, she got the vice presidency, and does nothing for black people. Like she said she was going to do nothing for black people. But anybody that comes to the border right now can get up to $450 if they fall. I'm sorry, $450,000. And then what about the Haitians? I mean, it seemed like they got really beat the fuck down and shit. So what, they gonna give them $450,000? And is anybody, I mean, remembering the ass whippers they got with the whips? No, they got them out of here quick. They was like, nah, we about to do this thing right here. We gotta get them out of here. They got them out of there. Got the Haitians out of there quick. Ain't giving them shit. But last but not least, here's a group of people that come from somewhere else who are automatically over top of you financially. Because this is what it's all about. The money. Finances. And it's just, like I said, it's just a spit in our face and to our ancestors. And this is why America is not blessed, man. This is why shit is burning. Literally burning every day. Okay, this is why, you know, you're having diseases and things like that are putting people out in mass numbers. This is why, man. And y'all keep turning it up. And every time you turn it up, Most High gonna turn it up. Okay? I didn't want to make this video long. I hope you like. I hope you share. But I just found that it's very important that my young people hear this. The old man, he want a quiet death. He don't want to. He don't want to participate. In fact, he probably telling me to shut up right now. Oh, be quiet now. You causing a whole lot of problems and shit. Yeah, we should be causing problems because this is astonishing that immigrants, migrants, and they didn't. And so you know, Afghans are going to get it. The Afghans are going to get it. So all the black soldier boys and black Marines and sailors that went over there, kicked ass against the so-called enemy, they're here now. 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds, war-fighting age young men who ran from their country, who didn't want to, if they didn't like the Taliban, all the people that why didn't they fight against the Taliban? They ran. They fled their countries to come to the land of milk and honey. And now they're going to get a gift of $450,000 per person. And we was always told, black people always told, you can't sue the government. You can't sue the government. You can't. I mean, you can't do that. There's no way you can do it. But all of a sudden, the ACLU, they're suing the government for big money, for big change. We're not talking about a few $1,000s. We're talking about almost $500,000. And see, this is what happens with immigration. These lawyers, they get paid, man. They get paid to bring up litigation. They get paid. This is all on what you call it? Commission, baby. They're getting commission for this. So they don't care. They're gonna sell you down the road regardless. They don't care about the country. They care about the money. So as many think about it. If he can settle a case, this attorney here, Lee Gillern from ACLU, if he can settle a case, $450,000 per person, imagine what his commission is. So guys, do you see the sham? Do you understand the motivating factor behind actually suing your own country? An attorney suing his own country, okay, talking about this is a stain on our country and a stain. It's been a stain on this country for almost 500, 600, 700 years, 1,000 years since they been here. This fucking shit up. And your man Biden, man, this some bullshit. Y'all, all you Negroes out here, and you boot kissers, and you butt lickers out here, and you butter biscuit eating motherfuckers out here. Y'all going around telling black people to vote for Democrats. And look what you get out of it. Nothing. Where they at now? You don't hear none of these pundits saying a goddamn thing. They should be saying what I'm saying. They should be, if you care, you're a representative. I'm going to tell you what we have. We have representatives who happen to be black. They're not black first. They just happen to be black. And that's why they can be the leader for everyone and not their own people. It doesn't even make sense for you to want to be a politician or a representative and you get up there and you're a black person or a person, Negroid, and you don't say nothing about your people. They got to be saying to themselves, this is a crazy nigga. We need him. And this is what you have with all your little senators, your black senators, all your black representatives. Nobody's saying shit. Ain't nobody on the news. Ain't nobody debating this shit. This not even, you don't even see this on your local news. This ain't even on your local news because they pushing this past you. So meanwhile, in 10 years after they get their $450,000, you still working an hourly wage job. They ain't got to do that shit. Remember, every child, regardless of their age, $450,000. They ain't got to work in McDonald's. They can go straight to school. They have comfort in their life. They don't have to worry about where they're going to eat. They don't have to worry about making a wage or rent or whatever because they already have it. The government, our tax money, that all the Americans out here that are working jobs they don't fucking like, but they got to do it to make ends meet, are going to go to immigrants. And you tell me how that makes sense. And you can say I'm bashing. You can say I'm whatever. I mean, it must be, man, listen, it must be cool for other countries just to send motherfuckers here. Like, y'all get on out of here. Y'all go on over there. They got something for you. And guess what? You don't hear a country complain. I mean, you don't hear any of these countries complaining about their citizens leaving and coming to the United States. They sitting back happy like, shit, we ain't got to pay for them. And meanwhile, your dumbass Joe Biden, he wants to give each person $450,000. And let me ask you this question. Where are our black attorneys, like Benjamin Crump and all these other people that go out here and seek settlements for individuals? Where are our attorneys to sue for every black person in America? Now, don't try to play the game like you black, because some of you motherfuckers are black by convenience. You know what I'm saying? When oh, I'm black, yeah. When you want to tell a joke, when you want to fucking dance, when you want to fucking hang out, then you black. But then any other time, you're not black. I'm Jamaican. I really have Haitian in my blood. I'm not one of them niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? I follow instructions. I know how to sit in my motherfucking seat. I'm a hard worker. Them niggas is lazy. Like we can't even look at the deficiencies. Even if you were a third person on the outside looking in, you would say, damn, the Negroes, they've been through a lot. Look at them, they crazy. They shoot in the street, they women off the chain, they women, the man in the house. Who the fuck needs reparations the most? But you want to give it to migrants. They're not even immigrants no more, it's migrants and shit. You want to pay migrants. And then you want to blame it and say that Trump's zero tolerance policy. What's going on? What's really going on? Okay, we need to start putting our foot in asses. And when I say foot in asses, I'm talking about our own. We need to have an internal civil war and get rid of all the coons, bootlickers, and ass kissers out here. Because guess what they doing, brother? They selling us down the ship. This is their plot and plan. They think these Negroes in these positions think they part of something great, man. And don't do shit for their people at all. You don't hear nothing. And then when you listen to the radios, or you listen to some podcast or somebody that's actually sponsored national media, they're talking about shit, bro. They're talking about shots. They're talking about the COVID shots. They're talking about all manner of shit that have nothing to do with what's really going on with our people. Nothing. All the media that we have, the old black media, don't talk about shit. They laugh and giggle and talk about gay rights and once again we get bashed from all angles. The black family is pretty much dead because the black woman does not want to work with us, as you can see. She wants to be in some other arena where she claims her own race as black woman. She wants to see the world to see that she's not with us. Black men who are failing. See, they look at all of us as a whole as failing. See, it's only 12 million. It's only 12 million of us. Okay, more than half of us are females. All right. Then you got a breakdown of the male population of Negroes. How many are gay? How many are bisexual? Then you have this little small section of black men that really care about family. And so everybody's pushing in different directions. You have the LGBT, black LGBT pushing in one direction. Then you have black women pushing in another direction. And black men are like, what's going on? We still sitting around trying to be upright and hoping that, things will come around when we need to start speaking up for ourselves as a group, as black men. Once again, where are our black attorneys? Why aren't we able to go out with a lynch mob mentality as far as litigation? Go out and attack these foundations and attack these organizations that are anti-black. Why aren't we working that? Why aren't we working with those lawsuits? Why aren't those lawsuits going through? Where's Al Sharpton on this? Where's Jesse Jackson? Where are our great fucking philosophers and litigators and CEOs and billionaires? Why aren't they saying a goddamn thing? They're not saying anything. Because this is all the plan to bury our asses. That's it. That's pretty much it. I don't know what else to tell you. Anytime you get the fucking president of the United States talking about giving $450,000 to people that came over the border illegally, and because they come over the border illegally, then somehow they've been in danger and been inconvenienced, and so now they should have reparations for that. Please like, please share, please hit that like button. Give me some likes, please. It helps the algorithm. It helps me to be able to be seen by others that normally probably don't listen to this type of dissertations. But it would be pleasing if you would please like and also share. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments about this shit. I mean, I'm beside myself on this fucking shit. Like, I mean, $450,000 is a lot of money, man. That's not like fucking some playground. That's lifetime money to get your investment, to buy you a house, to put some money in the bank for your kids. That's wealth right there. Okay? That's family wealth right there, and they're going to give to each person. In my if I had, how many of you black people out here, Thomas? How many people you got in your house? If you had $450,000, how it would change not only your life but other families members' life. But think about it, they had $450,000 too. Imagine what world and how great this world could be for black people, for Negroes in America. But it's coming though. Have a good day. This is Black Views, bringing you the black news.